Hi, Andrew here. And since I've been on the theme of time, let's talk about managing your time. If, as I do, you think that time is ultimately have little value and definitely not precious and things are meaningless, how do you manage that time, especially when you're beset with mental health problems, with depression problems? Is one tied into the other? Perhaps the subject of another video. But how do you get things done? When you determine something must be done, how do you ensure that it gets done? I wake up in the morning. Well, no, let's flip that over. I go to bed at night, and at the end of the day, I take stock. What have I accomplished? What needs yet to be done? I have a list. I got my to-do, things I gotta do. And I go to bed thinking about that, and I wake up in the morning, and I get up, sort of 6:15 in the morning with energy and purpose and the intent to attack the day. Well, I don't have the energy I used to have, and an enormous chunk of my day is going to be absorbed by earning my living, and earning my living is working for someone else, as it is with most of us. Well, that's life, that's the life of an engineer living in the cube farm. Gopher engineers popping up over the wall, looking around. I'm a gopher engineer. No, and because I do much of my energies through the day are devoted to somebody else's tasks. How then do I get my tasks done? Well, that's an interesting question, isn't it? You have a list of shit to get done, and you have a certain amount of energy with which to get it done. Now, there are different theories of how to get stuff done. Troy Broussard is the one who introduced me to the concept of the one thing. Do the one thing that, by doing it, makes everything else easier or unnecessary. I think it came via Jay Abraham, the next one. I'm not sure. I can't remember where I read it, but it was make a list. Make a list of the top 10 things you gotta do. Make a list of everything you gotta do. Find the top 10. Put them in priority order. Draw a line under number 2 and rip it and throw the rest away. Now you got your list. Ben Saddle talks about get up early and spend the first hour of the day when you have that most energy I talked about, most energy and most focus and most creativity, and devote it to your mission. Well, that would be your number one priority. I mean, these methods of getting shit done all come back to prioritizing and doing the important things first. What if you're vapor locked? What if you're brain locked? What if you're couch locked? What if you can't move? I have a different theory. As you may have guessed, I think differently. What if you're so locked, so beset by the gray mist of depression, clinging to you, cloying, sticking you, holding you down, that you can't do anything? You can't even decide what the priority list is. All you do is you've got this great long list of shit to do, and you can't even raise up the energy. You can't muster the energy to do anything. And then at the end of the day, all you've done is nothing. You've accomplished squat, but more crap's piled up, and now your list is longer. And at the end of the day, fart balls. It's worse. And you go to bed not thinking about your accomplishments, but about all the crap that didn't get done. And you wake up the next morning, and it's hard to get out of bed because you have so much shit to do, and you don't want to do it. No, I don't say, list it, prioritize it, throw away the small. No. Do something. Anything. Hell, pick the simplest, easiest, most incredibly minor thing off your list and do it. When I'm really, genuinely in the gray mist, when I can't do anything, and this does happen. The last time was last November. When I'm stuck in this and I can't do anything, it's an accomplishment to simply trim my mustache, shave my head. My personal hygiene can go for a crap. It can be an accomplishment just to take a shower. When you're locked, when you're shutting down, the smallest thing becomes daunting. When you're in that, pick that smallest thing and do it. The smallest, most trivial thing that you can do. Just do something, anything. And a funny thing happens because you got that one stupid, silly little thing. You clean the dishes off the dining table. Okay, wipe it down. Okay, move on, tidy the kitchen. Clean the hand dishes. Load you build up. You start with these tiny, tiny little things to get a psychological momentum going. Break the chain that's holding you down. So no, don't do the one thing that'll make everything easier or unnecessary. Don't do the number 1 and number 2 things on your get shit done list. No, pick the smallest, easiest damn thing you can do. The most trivial thing you can do. But do something. And start from there. Thank you very much for watching. That was my time. Now is your time. And in the meantime, take care, and you'll see me soon.